do you get all the easy songs to sing? Who put these on the list?
It's because I'm David Lee.
Oh, that's right. How many people are they're having a little contest. I don't know who it is, some little small thing they're putting on somewhere around here tonight. Is anybody going to that thing? All tonight, yeah. Who's going to win? Al Johnson? Mario? Theolite. So you have some favorites? Is anybody that don't have a favorite you just enjoy going to the contest? It's okay if you have a favorite. I'm not putting you down. I mean, other than me. I did. But I'll tell you this real fast. I plan on doing a little talking, not a whole bunch. But about 5 years ago, and if you do the math, you go, wait a minute, you won in 2015. About 5 years ago, one day I woke up and I said, you asked my wife, I said, I'm not going to drink anymore. We used to drink pretty socially. More than we should. And but anyway, and she said, you mean like forever? And I said, I don't know, I'm just not going to drink. That was it. That was all there was. Nothing else, no message from God, nothing. And so that went from a week to 2 weeks. And next thing you know, I was kind of, this is okay, I can do this. And then I started noticing like a tug. Nobody telling me anything, just something would turn up where it led me to God for whatever reason. And in the meantime, I'm still trying to get in shape and win this contest and all that stuff. And so I think the first 3 years I was in the contest, nothing, no finals, nothing. I mean, we were like, what's going on? What do I do? What do I do? And so I started putting all my decisions through Him. Just kind of, God, what would you do? What should I do here? How should I live? And let's just say there's a group of people. Maybe I don't need to be around them, but I don't have the guts to say, hey, I don't want to be around this cussing and drinking anymore. I want to kind of do the other way. So I kind of relied on Him to get me away from those people. And without even having to say anything, I would meet new people that happened to share my same interest. Or old friends would go, they wouldn't drink around me anymore, whatever, on their will, not mine. And so the next year, we had the top 10. Okay, so of course I still didn't say, okay, I got this. You have no idea. Who knows who's going to win tonight? Who knows? I hope it's the right person. And I don't care which one of the 10 is. I hope it's the right person, if you know what I mean. That represents Elvis well and represents God well and all that stuff. So that's the right person that should win. But so I kept on doing the right things, even though it was wrong in a lot of people's eyes. And to be quite honest with you, some of the people kind of treated me different. But I knew that if I leaned on God, that whether I won the contest or not, because we all have, anybody that competes, you want to win. You have somewhat of an ego, even though you may be the nicest guy in the world. You think you're going to win or you wouldn't get in the contest. You think you have a shot to win. So I just kept believing in God, and the year that I won, I got every single song that I turned in the order I turned them in. And usually it's not that way. Usually you get, maybe song number 8, like David would sing Rags to Riches, but he really wants to sing How Great Thou Art. But you don't know that because, he just comes out and sings a song, audience clap, and that's it. So, but that year I got every single song in the order I wanted, and somebody actually, and I love the guy, but he actually sang one of my songs by accident. And so the people at Graceland said, what song do you want? You have any song. They're very strict on what you can have. They were willing to give me any song. I said, I want that song. That's the song that God told me to sing, and that's what I wanted to do. So when I redid that song, which was Promised Land, which is my favorite song. Yeah. So as I'm standing on the stage, and they're calling out, I didn't know what it felt like in that contest to make it past the 10. I'm usually the guy walking off stage. Next year. I'll see you next year. And you'll see some of that tonight. The guys can't help it. You put all year long into this, and the guys that don't win, it's rough. It really is. But as I'm standing there, and I'm telling you this for a reason, I hope I'm not just rambling on. As I'm standing there, and it gets to the top 5, you start to realize, first of all, what in the world am I going to sing if I make the next round? Because you don't pick that song, that's the spur of the moment. And second of all, I've actually got a shot to win this. Normally, I was nervous this morning like I'd never been in front of an audience before. That's just the way I get. There's a lot of guys that do that. That night, I was so calm. And I don't like to see myself on video. I don't like to watch myself because all I see is what I do wrong. People say, oh, that was great. But I'm like, I should have stood like this and had my hand like that. But as I look back at those videos now, I can see I had the presence of God in me. I don't know why me. I don't know if it's just because I chose to serve Him, maybe to help reach other people. But God has been with me since before that, but he's gave me things that I could have never achieved without him. And that night, the minute they called me as a winner, I raised my hands to thank God. And that picture of me doing that is in my living room, and I look at it regular. Because I'm telling you all this for a reason. Because you would think I have a perfect life. I mean, I won the ultimate. That's what a lot of the guys say. Oh, all the ultimate winners, they got it made. We still have to hustle to do shows and make a living and all that stuff. Because unfortunately, that's part of it. I would love to just show up and sing and go home, but my wife likes money. Lots of it. I'm sorry you have to drive 500 miles from Memphis to LaGrange, Georgia tomorrow, but that's what you have to do. But that's part of it. So we have our troubles and things, and I don't always live the way I should, and I may let a little bleep word slip out sometimes, and I get mad at myself, and I try to correct myself on the spot. But what I'm trying to tell you is I'm not perfect, but God has shined his light through me. So maybe there's somebody out there today that needs to hear this. I don't know. Maybe somebody you know. Maybe it's David Allen. I don't know. You better start living right, mister.
Yes, sir.
You know what? I'm not worried about you, because that little baby's going to line you right up, mister. I told him, my mom told me one time, when you don't know, you think you love somebody, you don't know love until you have a child. The love for a parent to their child is the strongest love, and I guarantee you that's the truth. You see, that's without a doubt my world right there.
It is undescribable.
That's right. And she's going to be spoiled, and you know that. The best thing you can do is put her in a good school where they teach the Bible.
You remember the conversation we had?
About you winning fifth. I know.
I want to talk about that again.
I know, yeah, I'm boring you that much. Anyway, my intent is not to preach to you, because I asked her one time, I said, I don't know what to say. I don't know how to witness to people. I don't know how to do that. And she said, it's almost like she didn't, but she will. But she will slap me sometimes. It's almost like she slapped me. She said, you have a microphone. You have a captive audience. They're going to listen to you. So, luckily, nobody has got up and walked out yet. But mine, I know everybody's beliefs are different, but if you'll just let God drive your ship for a little while, I guarantee you'll look at life differently, and you'll appreciate things, and you'll realize that he is the one who really is behind everything. Any success you have, any goal you have, that's all I'm going to say about that. I love you guys. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. What you got?